What's happening, guys? Supernova here, back with another video, and this is going to be my reactions to the gameplay reveal of Bungie's new extraction shooter, Marathon. Now, real quick, just to get out of the way, I know you guys haven't heard from me in a while. It's not because I'm not doing well or because I'm dying. I just had a lot going on in my life. Recently moved into a new house. If you can't hear, it's a little bit echoey because of that. Like, the room I'm in right now is just a big-ass open room. No furniture or doors or anything. This room will eventually be closed in with glass windows and glass doors and things, which will help a lot with that. But for now, please bear with me when it comes to the echo. I mean, I'm trying to do things to make it better. I mean, look, I even put a fucking box around my microphone to make it better, because without it, it is insanity. But in the future, it will be getting better. Also, keep a lookout regarding this channel in the months to come later on this year. I'm going to be making some big changes to my channel. Also plan on making content more regularly, so keep a lookout for that. Now, back to Marathon. Marathon is Bungie's first new game since Destiny 2, which was back in 2017. So they've been working on this fucking thing for 7 years. And we all had that kind of weird teaser trailer a while ago where it didn't really tell us anything. It just kind of gave us an idea of what the design aesthetic for the game was going to be. Today was the first time we actually got to look at gameplay. Now, before I show you that gameplay, right now I'm showing you gameplay of Destiny 2, because before we take a look at where we're going, I want to give you guys a look at where we are, right? Like, what does Bungie's current first-person shooter look like from an animation perspective, from a graphical perspective, from a design perspective, right? So this is Destiny 2. And even though personally I didn't care too much for Destiny 2, I'll take that back. In the beginning, I did like Destiny 2. It just kind of, after a while, I got tired of it. But if there's one thing I could say about both Destiny games, the gunplay in those games was always fantastic. I enjoyed the way that mission structures were done in that game. I enjoyed the semi-open world and going around and collecting materials and you know, having encounters in the semi-open world. Like, I enjoyed the way that Destiny and Destiny 2 were done. Now, coming off of that, here we are again, 7 years later. You know, keep in mind that, of course, Bungie hasn't just been working on this game for 7 years. They've been working on expansions and DLCs and shit for Destiny 2, but still, the point stands, it's been 7 years since Destiny 2. Here's what Marathon looks like. And I gotta be honest, to me, this looks like a fucking Xbox 360 game. This, to me, looks like Bungie has almost devolved, right? Like, this is a de-evolution in terms of what it looks like compared to the game that we just came from. I don't understand why and it's not the colors, right? The colors are fine. I actually don't mind the colors and the color palette, but just graphically, it looks very, very cartoonish. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's many cartoonish art style games that are fantastic, and art style being cartoonish doesn't mean the game's going to be bad. I'm just saying, for me, coming off of Destiny, to then go to something that feels very, very cartoony, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I kind of feel like they are pulling back on what they can do graphically, and I don't really understand why. Now, when it comes from a gameplay perspective, gunplay has always looked solid, right? The gunplay looks fun, the guns look great, but I'm not entirely sure that what I'm seeing here looks like it's more fun than Destiny, right? Like, and I understand the premise is an extraction shooter. Get in, grab your loot, complete missions, and get the fuck out, right? Get in, grab your shit, get out, try to avoid conflicts with either the in-game enemies or with other human enemy factions or groups or teams or squads or whatever the fuck they call them. Get in, get out, you know, upgrade, rinse, and repeat. Got the gameplay loop, don't have a problem with that. I just feel that this gameplay doesn't look as fun as what we see in Destiny. I don't know what it is about it. And I like the premise, the concept of what Marathon is. But when I look at this trailer, I'm just like, eh, eh, right? It also looks like a million other games that are out right now. Like when Destiny came out, nothing looked like Destiny. Nothing looked at all like Destiny. Marathon looks a lot like other fucking games that are out there now. And I don't know. Now, I'm not going to say that it's quite Concord level, right? Because when I saw Concord, like from the rip, I was like, yeah, nope, that shit's dead on arrival, right? I was like, that fucking thing right there, that is fucking DOA. That shit's going to bomb, and it's going to bomb hard. And I was right. I don't quite feel that way about Marathon. I think that Marathon could be really cool. I think that Marathon will probably be a good game, and especially on the PC side, it will probably have a lot of people playing it. But I just don't get the kind of like, oh shit, I need to get this game that I did when I saw the first Destiny reveal trailer. Right? When I saw that first reveal for Destiny, I was like, holy fuck, what is this? When I look at Marathon, I don't get that feeling. And the other thing is, after this fucking 2 hour long Marathon gameplay reveal, they showed this kind of cinematic for the game. And looking at the cinematic, I was like, yo, why can't the game look like that? Right? Like, it is 20 fucking 25. Why in the hell can the game not look more like the cinematic you released, right? Like, and it's the same color palettes, right? It's the same art style, but it's just to a much higher fidelity. Like, look at this freaking fight that they're having in this basement or whatever the fuck this thing is, where there's low lights and there's just light flashing from the freaking muzzle fire of the guns. This looks so fucking cool. If the game looked anything like that, I'd be like, yo, this looks fucking cool. But nothing I'm seeing from the game looks like this. And you can't tell me that they can't make the game look like this, because they can. We have other games that do look like this. We have other games that do have a higher graphical fidelity like this, right? And again, maybe graphical fidelity is not the right word, because I'm sure that all the character models are high poly count, and the environments are high poly count. I'm just saying that when I look at them, they look very, very simplified. When you look at the cinematic trailer, they look more tangible and real, right? Like, something about the gameplay looks cartoonish. Something about the cinematic looks more tangible and real. I really wish they would have leaned more into that. You can give us the same art style. You can give us the same cool look and aesthetic, but lean into making it look and feel more tangible and real. I think that's what I personally am looking for in big AAA games in 2025. But again, this is just me bitching about shit that in the end really doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, good graphics does not a good game make, right? Like, you can have the most amazing graphics in the world and your game can play utter dog shit. You can have mediocre graphics and have one of the best games ever fucking made, at least from a gameplay perspective. So, for me right now, it's really a wait and see when it comes to Marathon. I'm not on the Marathon train yet. I'm also not getting on the Marathon train. I know it's a fucking kind of wishy-washy position to have. And people may say, yo, that's kind of a bitch position to take, but I don't give a fuck, right? Like, I'm looking at this and I'm interested, but I'm not like, oh yeah, let's fucking go. I'm also not like, yo, fuck that thing, right? Like, when I saw Concord, I was like, yo, fuck that thing. Whatever the fuck that is, fuck that thing. Get it away from me. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear about it. Make that shit disappear, right? Get it the fuck out of here. I'm not like that with Marathon. It is very much a holding pattern here. Really, the only thing that's really got me kind of waiting to see is the pedigree of Bungie, right? Like, I know how good Bungie is at making these first-person shooters, these cooperative first-person shooters, multiplayer first-person shooters. I know how good they are at doing this. So that's really the thing that's got me like, I'm going to wait and see, right? If this was just some other studio I'd never heard about, I probably would have been like, yo, fuck that thing. Because I like I said, I got to be honest, I'm not like looking at the Marathon gameplay trailer doesn't get my dick hard, right? I'm not looking at that fucking trailer and like, boing, 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 boing. I'm not, right? Where I was like that with Destiny. So it is the pedigree alone that's making me kind of like, let's wait and see. Kind of like with Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, right? I have no idea if that game is going to be good or not, but I know that I love Naughty Dog games, regardless of the fact of whether or not I liked the story of The Last of Us Part 2. One thing cannot be denied: the gameplay in The Last of Us Part 2 is fucking top tier. The animation system's top fucking tier. And I know the pedigree of Naughty Dog. So I look at Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, knowing really nothing about it, but it's the pedigree of Naughty Dog alone that's got me excited at the prospect of what that game could be. The main difference here, of course, is the fact that when it comes to that game, we haven't really seen any gameplay. If we did, it was 6 seconds long. We saw mostly a in-game cutscene. And with this game, we have seen gameplay. But still, I am excited at what Marathon could end up being once I get my hands on the sticks, once people actually get their hands on the game, because of the pedigree of Bungie, because this is their bread and fucking butter, right? Just like id Software, right? Like if id Software tomorrow announced some new first-person shooter game they're working on, even if you knew nothing about it, immediately we're going to be hyped at the fact that, yo, a new first-person shooter from id is fucking amazing at that, right? That is their bread and butter as well. So we get hyped at the prospect of what that game could be. So I'm really hoping that Marathon does end up being something really, really cool. I would like a really good cooperative first-person shooter to play with my buddies, something new. Although, again, it doesn't feel like a new or fresh idea because it's not. Extraction shooters have been a thing for a while. This is not something that is, holy fuck, what is this brand new thing we've never seen before? No, we've seen it done many times before. The question now is, are Bungie going to be able to do it at a level higher than the things we've seen before? That's yet to be seen. But long story short, because I'm rambling, Marathon, it looks okay. I'm hoping that the next time we see it, maybe it'll look better. Maybe it'll intrigue me more. Maybe I need to see a different map, right? Because we really only saw one map. But as of right now, put me down as let's wait and see. Anyway, guys, that's my honest thoughts about this Marathon gameplay reveal. Like I said, look to this channel in the months to come later on this year for those changes. And that's all I got for you guys on this one. And that's the video, guys. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the next Supernova.